Good morning, Ebusuafo. I trust that you are doing well. Growing up in my neighborhood in Inshiaeso, in Kumasi, the wealthy people, the richest people in my neighborhood were people who were doing their own businesses. It was even the desire of people who were working with government institutions or state institutions to have their own businesses. So we saw many of them leaving the public sector and coming into the private sector. Today, June 2024, I would say that it is a crime to do your own business. This is my personal experience. After tertiary, I was able to work with a firm, and after that, I got a contract to work with one government institution. I worked with them for 7 years. Whilst doing that, I was working on setting up my own business. In fact, I was able to do so. Moving from this contract with the government institution and coming to work on my own, I had that fear. I know it is common with anybody who wants to start his or her own business. As to whether you succeed or not, if you work for yourself, if there are no sales, if you are in production, manufacturing, or even buying and selling, if there are no sales for a period of time, it means that you cannot survive. So you do all that you can to make ends meet. That is, you make profit. And people have survived working on their own for so many years. Many of our grandparents, many of our parents survived. They were able to raise, and we lived a decent family lives. But today, under President Kufuor and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it is a crime. It is indeed a crime. It's like you are on a suicide mission to work in the private sector. Too much taxes. And these people who are in charge of our revenue sector, when they come to you, it is like they have opened a shop for you, or they have given you job to do. Let's put their issue aside. Even Jesus spoke about them, the tax collectors. Instead of them being friendly enough and giving you the necessary guidelines and sometimes even how you should keep your books, when they come, it's a different story. Ask anybody, any entrepreneur, they will share their experiences. President Kufuor said that the private sector is the engine of growth. Today, where is the engine? Where is the private sector? And everything that we do in the private sector hinges on the exchange rate. It hinges on the exchange rate. We heard somebody with a PhD in economics who came to tell Ghanaians that if your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. If you are in doubt, observe the exchange rate. We have heard all this in this country called Ghana. People believed, people had so much hope. That time when he was saying that, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the flag bearer of the MPP today, when he was saying that if your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. How much was the CD being exchanged to $1? How much was it? People believed him. He holds a PhD in economics. I don't want to get into that thing about the PhD on social media. Just keep it to yourself. But the reason we call him doctor, he holds a PhD in economics. And then people believed in them, gave them the mandate. Today, how is the economy doing? How is the economy doing? Good morning. My name is Evangelist Richard Pra.